Tar Heels are with us. Coach Davis will offer an opening statement. When he was done, we will move the microphones throughout the room for Q&A, and then we'll spend time with our student athletes. So, Coach, the podium is yours.
No, just a real honor and a privilege to be here with you guys for the next 10, 15 minutes, but also being alongside Henri and Seth, and just a joy to coach and really excited about this upcoming season.
Coach, thank you. We will open it up to the room, and Coach, your first question will come left side, first row.
Coach Terry Spain with Sports First Media. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
All right. So player development has always been a thing for North Carolina. How are you developing some of the players, your new players, and some of your senior players? How are you developing them now to Tar Heel basketball?
Well, I mean, player development there's a number of things at the top of the list, and player development is one of them. I mean, in order for our team to be good, each individual player has to be good. One of the things that I always tell the guys as a coach, filtered through, comes from two things. One, obviously my personality, and two, my experience as a player. And one of the things that, in terms of individual development that we speak about at great length every day is for our guys to be basketball players. I know that sounds simple, but for our guys to check a number of different boxes on both ends of the floor, not one-dimensional. What great example of Seth and Henri, of guys that can get it done on both ends of the floor and do a number of things on the offensive end, whether it's around the basket or obviously outside from three-point range. And so those are things that we talk about and things that we individually develop and we work on a daily basis out there on the floor.
Coach, right side, first row.
Coach Dan Tortora, Wake Up Call, DT.com. 11 new faces on this team this season. For you, the glue and the cohesiveness, how do you keep a team together when there is so much change in the climate that we live in? What can be the glue of the North Carolina program?
Yeah, and you're right, there's 11 new guys, and, one of the things that is I think huge is college isn't the same when I was in school. When the season was over, you weren't allowed to have those opportunities with your coach until October 15th, and that's absolutely the different case now. The 11 new guys plus returners like Seth, and we've been on the floor for 8 months, during the summer, individual workouts, team practices, team getaways, functions. We spend a ton of time with each other on and off the court. I always tell the guys that in order to play for me, you have to know me and I have to know you, and the only way that we get to know each other is spend a lot of time together. And so I'm thankful that we've had that time in the summer and in the fall heading into the season where we have a clear understanding of who we are on and off the court that allows us to be the best that we can be on the court.
Coach, center aisle, third row, just to the left.
Coach Jay with Greenville Sports Media. The importance on size was a focus this offseason. How was the bigs coming along so far, and how valuable is to get Zayden back on the roster?
Well, one of the things that, heading into this season or in the off season that we wanted to improve on, obviously, as you mentioned, our size, but the thing that I would take it a step further was not just size in the front court, but positional size. I mean, we've got, really big guards. Seth is big, and, Jonathan Powell, 6'6", Luka, 6'6", and so we've got positional size. It allows us to do a number of things versatility-wise on both ends of the floor. I've always believed and always will believe that rebounding is the number one determining factor of outcome of a game on both ends of the floor. And from an offensive rebounding standpoint, that's an area that needed much improvement this year compared to last.
Coach, left side, first row.
Nathan Lowry with the Hill Brothers. First off, Coach Damon Stoudemire wanted me to quickly remind you of all the assists he gave you when y'all played together. So I just figured I'd do that just for him.
Okay, can you remind them that we were 20 and 62 that year? Didn't make the playoffs. And
I'll get back to him with that.
We were out of the playoff race in January, okay? So let them know that one, too.
Hey, he did say that he would be a 20-10 guy in today's league. I just want to put that out there.
You know what? He would. And we had an opportunity. Damon and I played together one year with the Toronto Raptors, and we also had a chance to coach together for a weekend, long weekend with USA Basketball this past summer. So he's a great friend of mine.
Oh, wow. But I want to talk to you about Luka. He's an international star. Everybody's been craving to see him on the court. What does he bring to your team, and what are you guys doing to try and make sure he's cleared to play to start the season?
Well, I mean, he does a number of different things out there on the floor. I mentioned him in regards to positional size from the guard position. He's a guy from an offensive standpoint that can make plays with the ball in his hands, whether coming off ball screens, GHOs, different stuff like that, but also just equally effective of coming off screens, whether it's flares or staggers or wide pins. And he's older, more experienced, and his personality is just he's a competitor. And whether it's just a pickup game, we're scrimmaging, or just an individual drill, he's someone that competes on every possession.
Any other questions for Coach from the room? If not, we can shuffle off to our student athletes. Seeing none, Coach, if you'll switch with Seth.
All right, let's go, Seth. You can ask him about Ben and Jerry's. There's no, if you need dairy-free options, there are no options there at.
You are lying to all these people. He is lying to y'all. Do not believe him. He has not been, actually. But anyways.
So an auspicious start. Someone in the room would like to follow that up first. That would be fantastic. We'll move Seth first row, figure out which side. Actually, Seth, we're going to go up the center aisle to the left.
Seth, how effective has the defense been, in your opinion, so far this season?
Super effective. Henri and I the other day were actually talking about like how good it was or what we just weren't able to get on the offensive end, but we really came to the conclusion that our defense has been really effective all summer long, but especially this preseason. We're coming along together. We're starting to talk more. We're starting to really, just dive in on, what our coaches are continuing to teach us. I think everybody's on the same page now, and it's going a long way.
Seth, right side all the way against the wall, about the fifth row.
Seth, QCB, Fox Sports Radio, Charlotte. With you being a senior guard for the Hills and you're one of the leaders of the squad, and what's some of your duties as being one of the leaders for the Tar Heels to keep your team intact and be successful? And what's a part of your game that a lot of people don't talk about, give you credit for, that kind of annoys you?
I think the biggest thing is just continuing to preach on the foundations that, our coaches teach us, on the traditions here at North Carolina, just about all that. Continuing just to, remind everybody how important it is to wear this jersey and how important it is to play for each other and how important it is just to represent the history that's come through here. I think that gives us enough motivation as it is and plays a huge part in our will and want to play basketball. And about what others don't know about me, I don't really know. I couldn't really tell you. In the last couple of years, it's been a huge goal of mine to, ignore you guys and ignore everybody else. And I think I've done a really good job of doing it. So I'm just going to continue to play basketball and do what he asked me to do. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you. Listen to that one. Yeah, I'm going to hear that one. Yeah.
Seth, left side, first row.
Nathan Lowry, Hill Brothers. Seth, you've been on this team for a while. You saw a lot of change in your time here at North Carolina. You're one of the more senior guys on this team now. What are you doing as a locker room leader to help push this team and get it back to where North Carolina has always been historically?
Like I spoke on the foundation, if we can continue to emphasize that and preach that, then like I said earlier, that can go a long way. But just continue to be a huge voice for guys. I'm the one who has been here 4 years. I'm the one who has been on a North Carolina team who has failed to meet any expectations, and I'm the one who's been on the North Carolina team who has, been on a team that's amazing, my sophomore year. So I've been through it all here. Even individually, I've been a guy to play 0 to 4 minutes, and I've been a guy to play 38 minutes. So, I've been in a lot of positions here, and I'm really just trying to use that to, just continue to share with my teammates because, that experience, they can go in with that experience before the season even starts before they, go through it on their own, that can really help them. So.
Seth, your last question, first row, right side.
Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Seth, part of good culture is having fun. We saw you do that on stage here with your coach. What's it like being around him on and off the court, and just what that relationship truly is in a world that values transaction right now more than relationships? What's it like having a coach like Hubert Davis?
Yeah, I mean, it's super cool. It's a blessing because it's not every program, it's not every place, it's not every level where you have a coach who, truly cares for you, not just on the court, but off the court. We can go to HD about anything. We could, go tell him some boring life story, and he's fully invested in it. We can go tell him about, who we just met or whatever it is. We can go and have that relationship with him and, build that from there. So, I mean, it's amazing because once it gets on the court and we know we built that off the court, I know he knows me, I know him, there's even more trust there on the court. So it makes it even easier.
Seth, thank you. You and Henri can switch spots. Folks, as we bring Mr. Vasar up, please reintroduce yourselves.
Henri, opening statement. Second.
Oh, no. If you'd like an opening statement, we can.
I'm
Absolutely. Have at it.
I'm good with the opening statement. Coach had it. He said everything that needed to be said.
So with that, thank you for coming. No, I'm kidding. Questions for Henri? Henri, we'll take one right side, third row.
Katrina Sackins, Sports and Culture Media. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Good. Commissioner talked about this morning earlier how his goal is to get the ACC back to where he wants to be. As far as you, as well as your team, where do you stand in that? What is your role in getting the ACC to the place that they want to be?
I think our role as a team is just to win as many games as put a ACC in the biggest platform possible. And when we play, like, for example, the SEC and ACC games, just win those games.
Henri, from the podium, coming from Arizona, how much different is basketball out there compared to what you've seen basketball out here?
I would say it's quite different. Definitely seeing the game change and the way that the team is. I think the biggest difference is really just seeing the connectivity of the team here and seeing how the coaches really are every day, like hands-on, off the court, no matter where it's like the team meetings and all that.
Other questions for Henri from the room? We'll go right side, first row.
Henri, Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Being at what's called a blue blood when we look at college basketball, to wear that jersey, to be at North Carolina, be a Tar Heel, and to come over from Arizona. Hindsight 2020, why was it the right decision? And just what you can say about being a member of a blue blood.
Just feeling the love of the community and seeing what the school really means to the whole community of Chapel Hill and everywhere in North Carolina, knowing that you play for so much more than just yourself, like the players that paved the way for us, seeing everybody come back during the summer just to talk to us. The older players were already retired or still have contracts overseas or in the NBA, and like they risk themselves and their body just to play with us, seeing that it means that much to them to just talk to them and make us better. That just is everything, and you know that you got to bring it every day just for them.
Henri, based on time, we've got just enough time for a closing statement. Would you like to make one?
I think I'll ask Coach to come up here, and I know he's really good at this stuff, and he really loves all of this. So I think he will do it.
North Carolina, thank you. Good luck this season. Folks, they'll be in the breakout room for the next 30 minutes. Due up next at the bottom of the hour is Virginia Tech. Thank you.